Alright guys, Rolls Royce Cullinan Mansory edition. That means we got a body kit on this vehicle. You guys know with the Rolls Royce Cullinan, it's much more simpler, but in Dubai they do everything times 10. And so of course with the Cullinan we got the Mansory edition with the wide body kit. As you can see, a lot more flares, a lot more carbon fiber top, flares on the side to make the car wider. We're actually running, this is a huge wheel, come here. I'm trying to see the size, it's that big. So I got a 24-inch wheel on this vehicle, guys, with this tiny low-profile tire. So we're not in Kenya, we're not going on safari, and we don't need that. This is simply for the look, simply for the class, simply for the status. And you got a 24-inch wheel, which is absurd. I can't see much of the suspension here, but it looks like it's definitely got an airbag and independent suspension, of course, and it must be tuned up and super comfortable. You guys know BMW owns Rolls Royce, so BMW tunes these up as per the Rolls Royce team to be super comfortable and different from all the BMWs. So if we keep coming along, as you can see with this vehicle, as I told you, Mansory edition. So you get little badging, carbon fiber details. I can see an orange strip here that runs all the way to the back. And with a lot of SUVs, usually when you come to the rear, it's not as good as the front. But with the Rolls Royces, I really feel they did these rears really nicely. You can see with the lights, squarish. You guys know the new Range Rover does have also the vertical lights, and so same as the Cullinan. It just looks more beefier, more muscular for this type of vehicle, and just better all around. That's where we are, in case you guys are interested in actually renting one of these in Dubai. And I think this is one of the few countries that you would do that, right? You'd rent a luxury car. Maybe next time, John. Maybe next time. And we just come on this side, and then I'll just take you on the interior now, since I don't want to open up this door and smash it into this wall. Let's go on the interior of this now. Alright, so here we are, guys, in the interior of this Rolls Royce Cullinan. I must say, my first impressions, you guys know I love SUVs, I love luxury SUVs. Been in the LX, been in the G-Wagons, but nothing like Rolls Royce, just totally different. I love chrome bits, and this is not just cheap chrome bits. It actually, you know, when chrome is done right, it looks right. As you guys can see, if we come from the door, check this little joystick. You know, it's just the little pleasures. Your door handle, all your switches in chrome. I must say the door is pretty simple. To be honest, I wish more of these luxury cars would use like finer materials of leather, and like back in the day when they used to have bunched leather, so when you actually sit inside the car it feels like really comfortable. But these days everything is sort of just stitched on the door, everything is simplified. It's like the modern luxury, and I don't know if I find that the best, but it is what it is. If you guys come, nice big steering wheel. I've got plenty of room. Headroom is, well, all right. This is another one of those cars I'd have to probably adjust. But good seating position, huge. Honestly, a huge frontage of the car here. You can actually see your whole bonnet, so it makes you feel very luxurious, like you're sitting behind, you know, a proper tank. Alright guys, so this is the interior first-person view. As you can see, we come down here with this beautiful Rolls Royce, and then you can see your different modes, comfort, you got your media options, your nav, You got your air suspension to go up, to go down. A bit of storage right here. Very small though. A bit more storage right there with some cup holders. And the key. This is the Rolls Royce key. Nice and big with the logo. Not much else you need, you know. So that's very nice as well. And then we come over to the circular interior dials with all the chrome, as I was mentioning, and a sort of, there's your infotainment. This opens up, and then we come to the seats, which are not particularly, you know, like not like a Mercedes S-Class kind of comfortable huge seat, but still not bad. And they've got a bunch of controls with them as well, so it's pretty comfortable. So with the Cullinan, of course, you guys know these doors open like this, just like with all Rolls Royces, and you've got the soft closed doors and everything like that. My wife has just entered. It's like a lounge in here. So these cars are almost built for the rear end. The big bosses don't drive their vehicles, huh? So you sit in the back over here, you're very, very comfortable. Yeah, of course, Joe, you could do a long drive in this vehicle. You're super happy. I think you've got plenty of space here. 2 seats. It's not a 3-seater at the back. It's 2 seats at the back, 2 seats at the front. It's a 4-seater, and that's it, with a lot of legroom at the rear. In fact, more legroom than you get in the front, you get in the rear. And here's this little panel here with your start stop. So everything is just nicely done, nicely thought out. Check how the dials light up for us, guys. This car is pretty low mileage, 36,000. Look at that. It has to be. Wow. So we got welcome to Cullinan there. Our dials have lit up, and I almost want to start this vehicle. Great sort of tactile feedback with these buttons, soft, medium, high. That's your air conditioned dials, guys. In fact, the air conditioner is already running. Let me just shut that off. Oh wow. So that air conditioner already started to blow. Beautiful blue accents here for the aircon and your, what are these little joysticks? Another thing I found interesting, guys, is it actually does have an off-road button. So it's good to see with a Rolls Royce. When this car actually came out, Rolls Royce did actually try to say that they're not just built a fancy sort of vehicle. This thing is supposed to be able to go off-road a bit, handle some dust, handle some mud. And so that would be amazing. Whoever's willing to take their, I believe this vehicle goes at about $300,000 to $400,000. So whoever's willing to take that vehicle off-road, you can with the off-road button. Off-road button. I'll just drive like this the whole time and I'll be fine. This would be me. Feel like a boss, actually. You got Rolls Royce. Oh, thank you, baby. You've got Rolls Royce accents everywhere. Oh, this car takes the cake. I would go for this. You guys know I love SUVs, and this thing, this is the boss vehicle for sure. Yeah. You've got Cullinan here and a little clock, so another little accent there. Just very nicely appointed interior, done nicely, and I love it. You got power reserve there. Speed goes up to 260. With the doors, you got Cullinan accents there. You guys know this was Rolls Royce's first SUV, as I told you, with the Mansory 24-inch rims, which I find just absurd. But you guys know with this thing as well, plenty of YouTube videos done on this thing. If you try and steal this guy, it'll just quickly disappear into the hood. So that's another cool feature. Luxury supercars of Dubai, that's where we are. Actually, with the accents of the grille, you can see how they're done. And there's nothing really like the way Rolls-Royce do their lights. I definitely believe this is the one vehicle that just looks the part all the time. The real, the real OG of luxury, and that is Rolls-Royce. So yeah, this has been it. Wide body kit, huge handles, soft closed doors. Of course, I can show you those soft closed doors right here. There it is. Got the flared fenders over here, and as I told you, one of my favorite rear ends of an SUV is this one. Just the way they do the lights, the vertical lights, the accents. Obviously this is that Mansory body kit, as I told you, so it's lower to the ground than other Cullinans, and it's got the twin tailpipes. Not so sure if you want to take this off-road, you would go for this type of edition. This you'll only find here at this particular showroom, because they usually just keep spec'd out vehicles, something that's a bit unique, something that's a bit different.
Wants to come out.
Someone wants to come out.
From the back, like this, like.
All right.
Because the door is opposite.
So in other versions, I'm sure you can get this custom tailored. That's the whole point with Rolls Royce. When you spend this amount of money, you can get the car as custom as you want based on your preferences and make it really your own. But this particular one has got the orange accents, which is beautiful. Beautiful orange. Yeah, this car has a lot of, my wife's like, this car's got a lot of buttons.